On our last night, it was Bill and Phil Dill's turn to cook, which was tortellini. And in doing so, Bill found his inner Italian.
What's going on here, Bill?
Hey, we need another heat source.
Bill, what's going on here?
We're making some beautiful tortellini and some salsa. I got the fire going. We're gonna do the little salsa right here. Take a look. It's beautiful, isn't it? You want to see it again? It's got it. No, don't look too much. It doesn't hurt it. Thank you very much. It's a little spicy, it's a little nice, but we have a lot of tortellini that's happening, so we're waiting for the tortellini, and it's happening very well. And when it comes, you have a nice hot tortilla that comes with it. It's very good, very good. You're gonna like it. And some Parmesan. Parmesan, it's grated. It's grated. See how it's grated like that. You make it grated because it's grated that way.
What's this?
And the hey, it's good. It's good. Good. Okay, back. Everybody back.
And then the tough kid is like,
Out of the kitchen. This is Bill's kitchen. You're in the kitchen. Bill's Italian. Don't let that last name Wechter throw you off.
Hey, that was my infidel father. My mother, she's Italian as she comes. Hey, she's big, she's nice, and she cooks it nice. That's all she told me about it, okay? When I was a little boy, back in the kitchen in Genoa.
The next morning, we started packing up before the sun rose over the mountain peak in the east.
It's been a good house.
It has?
It's been a swell house, yes it has. Yes, sir.
Here comes the sun.
That's good. You're almost out of coffee.
we misjudged a little bit of a few things.
Whoa. Are you gonna make it through the morning? It's coming down. The Hickses are moving out of town.
It's alright.
Little darling, it's been a long, cold morning.
At Barbecue Bill's by noon, boys. We ride!
Darling, it seems like years since it's been here.
For the $5 price of admission to get into this wonderland, this place is amazing.
Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
It's just a wonderland that few people ever see. I mean, you can literally come up here and put your feet where no one has stepped on this earth.
The smiles returning to
I do this trip every year to be with these guys.
It's definitely the bond with friends. It's definitely the earning. It's definitely the pain, then the pleasure, then the release.
It was really easy getting up here, wasn't it?
Hell no.
It is very painful, it is for me at least, to get up here, but that's kind of half the reason. I like going through the pain, but don't ask me that when I'm going through the pain. But I do like going through that, tough hike up. You're not used to the altitude. To me, and once you get through that, and once you acclimate to the altitude and you start to have fun, there's something really cleansing to me about that.
You can't see what we see without the pain of hiking through it. And for the days that it takes to hike through it, you have to carry stuff on your back that you need for those days. And what we end up seeing is just amazing. And people can look at the pictures, but to be in it all day and play in it and be a part of it and function through it with the cooking and the bathing and sleeping and stories around the fires, it's just, I think it's just the most wonderful thing you could be doing.
Each trip has kind of a rhythm. It starts out sort of painful, either because of the hike or because you miss your family or because you're like, why the hell am I sleeping in the dirt when I could have taken a vacation in Mexico? And then the pain kind of wears off, and there's this feeling of like the bond starts to build between you and your friends, and then then the beauty of the place gets inside you, and by the time you're on the way home, you're sort of feeling like, I can't believe I have to go back to the fake world because this feels like the real world.
The other major part is the incredible beauty.
Catching a big fish, reaching the top of Banner Peak, or just hanging out with your friends. And the beauty of the scenery everywhere we go.
The beauty is unbelievable, and it's awe-inspiring.
The lakes and the waterfalls and the mountains and the meadows. It's just a gorgeous place to visit and spend some time.
Once you've gotten over the pain and you really get into your friends and you're going off on these amazing day hikes, these incredibly beautiful, hikes to these lakes that no one's at. You're the only ones around practically, most of the time. And when you come back, on your last day, you feel like your brain has been recalibrated. You're ready for a whole nother year of day in, day out work and just all the normal stuff you got to go through. So for me, it's just, it's a mind adjustment. As it really gets readjusted and cleansed, and that's why I do it once a year.
This is my vacation, and Disneyland or Napa or someplace like that's just not my style. This is who I am.
Tim and I waited for Bill at the spot where he hid his pants on the hike up.
So the pants still in there?
I don't know, you have to go see.
Okay, I will.
That's the spot, isn't it? It's not there, huh? But might want to make a second check. Oh, they fell down in here? Those are the rocks you covered them with.
I don't know, what do you think?
Well, they're definitely not there, are they?
They're nowhere.
Somebody got your pants. Well, Phil Dill was the only one that knew where they were. It was just us four.
That's true. Oh
All right, pants mystery. We'll find out the truth at the bottom.
I hope to show these photos. Hopefully we can compile them in a book or this video and show them to my kids and grandkids someday. It's the only living record of me and us aging over the years. So
it was like having a secret in the newsroom. This was a group of people that had been there a while and had built up a friendship, and then we really cemented it on these trips. And then here 20 years later, I'm back here, I'm going to drink with you guys tonight, and it's because of the times that we shared, to me, that made it special, and it made me feel like I was part of something bigger than myself, and I'm with guys that I really like, and we're doing something fun, and then we have something on everybody else when we get back to work.
kind of just be a part of the adventure. You see the bond that everybody gets when they're there, and it's really, I don't know, it's just really cool.
Is this the Get Bill Brigade?
There is this cadre of guys.
Okay.
We've just been doing it for so long. We know one another. We know, our insides and our outsides.
I'll get there now.
We all like the same things. We're not without our conflicts, but we are deep enough in our friendships to have those conflicts and actually sort of revel in that too. I mean, we come out the other end stronger.
Seeing the beautiful pictures and the beautiful scenery and hearing past trips and pink floaties, camaraderie, cohesiveness.
All right, to you. 20 years, baby.
It still is on the 20th year, you still have it. The camaraderie and the cohesiveness, and you always will until you stop it.
20 years.
Yeah, the pants! Way to go! I left the sign. You didn't see the sign? No, I didn't see any signs.
Yeah, right on a rock. I said, "Got pants."
Oh, really?
Oh, we saw that. It had a question mark on it.
Got pants?
Well, it was a short note. It was a little much bigger. It's like this big.
Well, where are the pants? We got to document this.
There the pants.
The sun, doo-doo-doo-doo.
There's the pants.
And I say,
They made it.
it's alright. It's alright.
Oh, 20 years walking up that mountain. 20 years hiking up that hill. 65 pounds I'll be a toting. Oh, said I never would, but I always will. Making out like I'm some beast of burden. Carrying a load a lesser man it would kill. After 2 or 3 miles I'll be a hurting. I got 3 or 4 more to go still. 20 years walking up that mountain. I got 20 years hiking up that hill. 65 pounds I'll be a toting. Oh, I said I never would, but I always will. Got 20 years walking up that mountain. Yeah, we got 20 years hiking up that hill. Whoa, 65 pounds will be a toting. Oh, I thought I never would, but I always will. Lord, I said I never would, but I always will. Oh, you know I never would, but I always will.